Good afternoon. Thank you for staying. Are any of you graduate students? Wonderful. What programs are you in? What? Biology. Wonderful. Excuse me. And for those who are undergraduate students, we would love for you to join us in the graduate studies programs. We have the undergraduate analysts are comparable to our graduate program specialists in the graduate school. We have 7. Cindy Hill, Fiona Goodyear, Gail Powers, biology, Gail, Kimberly Brockman, Linda Raines, Mary Duncan, and my name is Shella Bennett. Cindy is ELPA. Other staff, Emily Redd is the electronic thesis and dissertation editorial assistant. She will be working with you on your thesis and your dissertation. Beth Evelyn Barber is a graduate assistant. She's in the social work program. And for graduate students who are experiencing trouble outside of academics, or she can work with you on anything other than academics. David Moore is our recruiter. He knows about all of our programs and can answer questions. Excuse me. Rebecca Lloyd is our online liaison. She works primarily with online programs. So for ELPA, if you're in one of the concentrations that is online, she may be a resource for you. Queen Brown is our office manager. She processes graduate assistantship and tuition scholarship contracts. Megan Miller is our executive aide. She's at the front desk when you first walk into the School of Graduate Studies. And Peggy Johnson is our technical clerk. She's in the Dawsett basement with Queen. Some of the forms that are required for graduate students is the program of study, and that you simply list all of your courses that apply to your degree. Now, you may have taken some courses that wouldn't necessarily apply to your degree. Those you wouldn't have to put on your program of study. The application for candidacy, you have to apply to be a master's or doctoral candidate. Usually, those are turned in at the same time. Certificate programs do not require the candidacy form. The appointment of advisory committee. Most programs do have a committee for students, and you'll submit this. If you're doing a thesis or dissertation, it is required. And the results of exam, report, and/or culminating experience. This is on your final project, and when you hold your defense for your dissertation or thesis, your committee chair will submit this. This is like a grade. You cannot bring this to the graduate school for submission. It has to come from one of your committee members or from the department. Just to note, graduate students cannot graduate without a 3.0 overall GPA and a 3.0 on their program of study, specifically those courses that you're applying to the degree. That is different than undergrad. Your final project can be one or more of these: a thesis or dissertation, oral and/or written comprehensive exams, capstone, case study, practicum, culminating experience, field experience, or internship. One of the programs that I work with is audiology, and they do an oral or comprehensive written exam the first, second, and third years, and then their fourth year is an externship. They actually go all over the United States to work in an audiologist's office under their supervision. So when you're preparing for your oral defense, you'll submit to the graduate school the Memorandum of Oral Defense form. This is a form that states when you're holding your defense, where it will be, the time, and we schedule an outside observer. And we request that submission at least 10 days prior to when you hold your oral defense. The outside observer just makes sure that everyone is in attendance on your committee and that there was appropriate questioning on your research. They just, like I said, they're an outside observer. Again, the advisory chair or a committee member will submit the results of exam for the oral defense. The outside observer will submit a narrative report. They list everyone that was in attendance, how the questioning went, did the student have full knowledge of their research project. The ETD, electronic thesis and dissertation forms, the manuscript release form, UMI forms, Emily Redd, who is the editorial assistant, can give you more information on that, and she actually holds a workshop every semester to go over all these forms and stuff. Then for PhD students only, there is a survey. Then when you submit your thesis or dissertation, it goes through a series of reviews, editorial reviews, and your committee chair is responsible for your content, reviewing your content. The graduate school is responsible for editorial reviews. And then it will go back and forth between you and your committee and the ETD manager, Emily, until everyone is satisfied that it's correct and as good as it can be. And then it will go to one of the deans for final approval. Here is the workshop that I was referring to. The spring workshop is Wednesday, March 6th, I think a couple of weeks from now. And this is for students, this part of it is for students in the early stages, either just getting started with their research or with their writing. This is conducted by Dr. Karen Bartoshik. She's the assistant dean in the graduate school. Emily Redd conducts this portion, and it's immediately following the getting started portion, and this is everything you wanted to know about the electronic submission process. The summer workshop dates are June 5th. Same thing. For spring graduation, you should have already submitted your intent to graduate, application for candidacy, program of study, and advisory forms. The last day to schedule your oral defense with the graduate school, that was the Memorandum of Oral Defense, to schedule the outside observer, that is March 18th. The last day to complete your oral defense is April 1st. The last day to upload the initial draft, the first draft of your thesis or dissertation, is April 8th. There is a microfilming fee for thesis and dissertation. The deadline for that date, paying that fee, is May 6th. And the last date to upload the final draft of your thesis or dissertation is May 8th. Here, if you're anticipating summer 13 graduation, these are the corresponding deadline dates for that term. Do you have any questions about graduation or potentially applying for graduate school or graduate programs? Or
is there a separate graduation for the graduate school, or does it fall under the college itself?
It falls under the college, yeah. I think they separate, within the college at the ceremony, they separate graduate students.
Yeah, they said, well, they have a section for grad, and then undergrad has their sections.
Yeah.
But it's the same ceremony.
What is the microfilming fee?
The amount, I think it's $45. You'll pay that in the bursar's office, and then either bring us a copy of the receipt or ask the bursar's office to send us a copy of it. Any other questions? Questions about graduate programs? Or? Okay, thank you very much.